and he curses. The intrinsic symbolism is the highest truth, God, can be worshipped in the form of an image. That is Venkateshwara or Venkatramana or Srinivasa or whatever. That truth can also be worshipped as a sign. Shiva worshipped in the form of Linga. Just know, Linga is spherical in nature. A sphere seen from any angle will be the same. Purnata is also Riktata. And then it has no form at all. That is Brahma. Brahma has no temple means what? The highest truth beyond space and time, beyond any dimensions, cannot even be thought of, and so that is Nirguna. So Nirakara Puja and Pratika Puja, Pratima Puja, all are available. Whatever needed, accordingly one has to do it. There is nothing like wrong. By looking at one person who is pursuing one sort of course in the college examinations, the other will not feel bad about that. If he is a real seeker, the society needs him. If a biologist is there, he is also needed for the society. If an economist is there, he is also needed for the society, like that. That's how it is being taken. In every sense, you have this inclusivity, and inclusivity is not because of frustration. It's not a naive inclusivity. It's a very constructive and powerful inclusivity. That's only the savior of the world. And then the basic modeling of Sanatana Dharma is something really, really amazing. Nothing is just taken for granted. It's all realized. All of us have desires. That is kama. Desire is kama. Why this desire comes? Because of insufficiency. When I am thirsty, because of the insufficiency of water within me, I want to drink water. So, pipasa means patumicha, desire to drink water because of paucity of water. So, desire is triggered by insufficiency. And this insufficiency is intrinsic to existence and life. Jiva has intrinsic deficiency, and that's why it is Jiva, and that deficiency is called avidya or ajnana. And that desire leads to activity and karma. Avidya leads to kama, and kama leads to karma. Ignorance leads to desires, and desires lead to activity. So the world is driven by that. Well, any agency that quenches my desire is artha, means. I am happy with my desires and all the things which cater to my desires. It's good when it works well, but it will not, because my desire will come in the way of the other. Let it be so. I shall destroy him. Unfortunately, he too thinks so. And so that will end up in a war, never ending. We don't know the results of war. Both may be destroyed as well. And that's why to forge a ceasefire zone, we have to make a compromise. Demand is kama and supply is artha. One has to forge a healthy compromise, a global ethic, and that is dharma. Dharma is to see that one and all's desires are met to an extent. And so, none can be completely happy in the system of dharma. But if dharma is non-existent, then none can exist as well. That's why one has to follow dharma. Well, how long we shall follow it? We should come out of that. It's a compromise, and compromise is second best in the world, not first best. Then go for moksha. When you annihilate the desires, there will be no more in the clutches of dharma, a formal ethic, and for that moksha. And so demand and supply, and a compromise between demand and supply, and transcending all these, this is the fourfolded system of Purushartha. One may ask, why Sanatana Dharma is male chauvinistic in nature, saying so as Purushartha and not Vanitartha. But unfortunately, we don't have any such fight. So, the fanciful women lib has nothing to do in Sanatana Dharmic frame. Purusha in Sanatana Dharma never means man. That is Jiva, is Purusha. Pura is this body. That which dwells in the body is Purusha. So all women are Purushas and men are Purushas, trees are Purushas and the animals are birds and other creatures as well, they are Purushas. Purishete iti Purushaha. And that's why Navadvare Puretehi, like that we have these concepts. Ultimately what I mean is, Purushartha means realizing one's own self through the fourfolded system of real development. This is one of the grandest contributions to the world, which no other society had dreamt of. For that, Artha and Kama, demand and supply, need not be specially codified, for they are so natural to us. Dharma is a cultural context, that's what I said. Real sense of culture is dharma. For that we have to have a greater emphasis. For the rest are very natural. We need not indicate a specific method to fall from the tree, but we need to develop a method to climb the tree. So this is an effort that is needed, and that's so dharma is emphasized more. In Sanatana Dharma, often and often in the texts, duties are given primordial importance and not rights. For that, the human rights commissions and other people who are the champions of rights, they have a great dig against Sanatana Dharma. But they are not understanding one thing. If one and all follow their duties properly, none need cry for their rights. And right is so natural, and none need teach rights. Teach how to exercise their rights. But one and all should be specifically taught how to follow their duties and how to execute their duties. And in this sense, Sanatana Dharma is far more practical and realistic and far-sighted than the other cultures, than the other systems, especially the modern system of harping more and more on rights and less on duties. Other aspect of Sanatana Dharma is, coming to the Dharma, in the Shastras it is said, Rita, Rina are very, very important. Rita is associated with Satya. The great Vedic commentator Sayanacharya says, Rita is the dynamic nature of existence, that is the cosmic order behind existence, while Satya is existence, Sat Astitvam, Ru that is the dynamics of existence. For example, this is fire, existence. If I touch it, my hand gets burnt, and that is the consequence, and that is Rita. Water is a liquid, that is Satya. But water finds its level, and water has such and such qualities. All these things are Rita. So, the dynamic nature of Satyam is hard to realize. It needs a lot of effort. One and all can know that this is a tree, but how the tree is working, and where are the xylem and where are the phloems and what is osmosis and all other things, they are very, very intricate things. And so Rita is often difficult to understand, but both are important. And that's why every day we Satyam Rutena Prashinchami, Ratantva Satyena Prashinchami, like that we will be knowing the turncoat concepts of Rita and Satya. So once we understand the mechanism behind, the order behind existence, that is Rita, we become so indebted, we feel so indebted to the existence. For example, 1 cup of water is there, that is H2O, but that quenches my thirst. And for a cup of water, how many clouds and how many sun rays they are working, and to fetch that water in a potable form, how many industries are working, so many wells and so many rivers are working, and many people are working behind that, so many pumps are pumping it, and purification process is going on, bottling process is going on, means behind a cup of water, whole world is working, means how can I abuse water? How can I misuse water and waste water? It's impossible even to think of that. So I start respecting that. I should pay back my debts towards this. I should be eternally grateful to this world. All these realizations come, and that is Rana Prajna. So he who has Rita Prajna will also develop Rana Prajna. And how to pay back? And the only way is Dharma. And that's why it is said, Yajna Dana Tapa. Yajna Dana Tapa Karma Natyajyam Karyam Evahi. That's why Bhagavad Gita said so. Yajna is respectful sharing with least expectation. Devata Muddishya Dravyatyago Yaga. Yaj Pujayam Sangati Karane Dane. That's how the meaning from the root. Pujayam, respect. Sangati Karane, interactive. And then Dane, sharing. So, Yajna is the only currency that works in that cosmic level. Not the dollar, not the rupee, not the ruble, not the pound, not the euro, nothing. They come and go. But Yajna is the only currency, and that's why the Vedas have said, Yajno vai bhuvanasya nabhi. That's the navel of the world. Like the baby, even before birth, it is fed through the navel cord. And that's how Yajna is protecting. And Yajna is not pouring ghee into the fire alone. It is only a symbol. Behind that we have this sharing with respectful offering. And for that, the coin's one face is Dana. That is offering with least expectation. Datavyamiti diyaddanam diyate anupakarine deshe kalecha patrecha taddanam saptikam viduhu. To offer for its own sake, without much expectation, we are going to give to people who may not give anything to us in return. To such people we have to give. And that is the real meaning of sharing and offering. And the other one is, having offered, we should not feel bad. We should not feel belittled. And that self-sufficiency or the self-esteem and even the self-control, self-education, and that is called tapas. So this is the currency that works all around the universe. And this is how Sanatana Dharma has come out with the systems of Yajna Dana Tapas, Ritarana Dharma, and Dharma Artha Kama Moksha. That's how. These are all the things which may as well be realized by any people of wisdom at any time, in any place, without these technical terms. They would have realized, no problem, because we don't attribute much of importance to form and name. But one has to come to this conclusion unless and until the world will not be peaceful and the creation will not be happy. This is how Sanatana Dharma is something like the black box of the world. It has all secrets of life, all secrets of wisdom, and all secrets of sustenance for the world. And when it stays, the rest will have a better day. When it is going to be destroyed, perhaps the world will not find another alternative. And that's why I remember David Frawley, Vamadeva Shastri of Mexico City, he, in one of his books, he had said, we have enough of other religions in the world. There are predator religions, but Sanatana Dharma is the most endangered species and we have to protect it. With this, I conclude for further discussions. Thank you for your patient listening. Namaskar.